Hey everyone, it's Nathan here. I'm just sitting here at church getting ready for the evening service and wanted to do a quick response to Yardism and his 4 for 4. So here we go. Name one band or individual that you should pay more attention to. I'm going with an old one, like 50s and 60s type old. And it's going the comedy route. So just to give us a little bit of levity, right? And that would be a gentleman by the name of Tom Lehrer. And Tom Lehrer was a pianist who left his day job as a math teacher, if I remember right, to play his songs for people, and his songs were pretty humorous. He's a guy who, he was quoted one time of saying, "Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it just depends on what you put into it." That's the kind of humor that he was. That he had. He wrote a song called Masochism Tango. Seriously, you should listen to that song. It's hilarious. One of his other songs is called Bright College Days, talking about looking back in your college life and just like the humorous aspect of it. So he said at one point in the song, the lyrics toward the end, says, "Soon we'll be out amid the cold world's strife. Soon we'll be sliding down the razor blade of life." Right? That's what it feels like sometimes. And then he ended the song with what I'm assuming was probably a little toast in his college days. "Hearts full of youth, hearts full of truth, 6 parts gin to 1 part vermouth." It's good stuff. So Tom Lehrer, folks. I'll try to remember to put a name down in the down on the tray. 2 genres you typically don't enjoy or listen to, and the ones I don't listen to, I just don't listen to. Period. But it's ones that I just will go into occasionally. That I don't make my mainstays when I'm listening to music, which really hasn't been a whole lot in the past 10, 15 years. I haven't been impressed with what's been coming out for the most part. So I stick with classical stuff. But occasionally I'll dip my toe in and listen to some jazz or whatever. And then when I'm here, I really enjoy listening to the songs that we sing here. And they're old style hymns. They're not the more modern contemporary stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of those. I don't think they go deep enough personally. But the old style hymns, a lot of them. There are some you can take or leave. But yeah, good stuff. Let's see. 3 songs I'm ashamed to admit that I enjoy. This is a lot like admitting your sins in life, okay? You don't want to do it, so you just don't. That's between you and the Lord type of thing. But it was asked for, and I'll fall on the sword for 3 of them. I'm not telling you the rest. You don't need to go into that closet of skeletons. Devo, Whip It. And I don't say I enjoy this song. I just listen to it every time I hear it. I hate it. But for whatever reason, when it plays, my hand gets some sort of immobilized state going on in it, and I can't change the station. Next song. This takes me back to when I was dating a girl in high school. We both liked this song, and so whenever I hear it, I just kind of like, oh, Deep Blue Something's Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I just listened to it earlier today just to try and remember and build up this list. There is nothing good about that song. It's catchy, it's boppy, it's ultimate cheese, and I'm glad I've grown out of that taste. That said, would my hand hit the dial? Probably not. Lastly, Natalie Imbrugila's, if that's how you pronounce her name, Torn. I don't remember much about the song, but boy, she was cute. Woo. Yeah. Looking all cute and disheveled in that video. That's probably why I like the song. Yeah, because most music anyway is just kind of a woe's me type of thing. But anyway, those are the three that I'm going to tell. Mostly because those are the three that I could think of, but there are plenty more if they would come across my mind. And then what would be your lineup for concert? I've got 2 concerts, and neither of these have 4 bands in them, but there are going to be 5 bands in total, so there you go. The first show would be quite a difference in sound. Started off with some Wes Montgomery, who was a jazz guitarist back in the 50s and 60s. Revolutionary guitarist in the jazz mode. Really build up octave playing. Played with his thumb only, so you'd just strum it with his thumb, which is amazing to hear the songs that he plays and think that was just your thumb. But he did. And he developed that style because when he was learning guitar, he wanted to be considerate of his neighbors. It's a lesson for all you kids today. Be considerate for your neighbors. And then we have, after him, would be the Dave Brubek Quartet. Wonderful jazz quartet. Amazing, amazing musicianship. If you haven't listened to them, you look it up. Take 5 is an incredible album. Just fantastic stuff, and it'd be great to hear him in like a little jazz lounge. And then you switch it up to some blues, just because I like the guitar so much. Stevie Ray Vaughan to close that show out. It'd be great stuff, because Stevie was incredible. Then the other 2, it's going to be, well, they make up a show that would last about 6 hours. No joke. Neither of them tour anymore. Well, neither of them are together anymore either. First opening act, and this would be an amazing opening act too, is Rush. I've seen them 3 times. My wife and I went on their last tour. They were incredible. And amazing for as old as they are, or were at the time. And since then, Neil Peart, the drummer's died. So, they're simply amazing. So they would be the opening act. Like, gee, Nathan, what could follow up such a wonderful opening act that would be a top-notch closer over Rush? Pink Floyd. And not Pink Floyd where they're playing any of the stuff from their acid rock days. It's Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon and forward. Skipping the final cut, though. Their Pulse tour in 1994, I've only seen on video, and it tops most concerts that I've been to. So yeah, that's the real deal. Rush for a couple hours, 3 hours probably, because that was their normal kind of set, and then Floyd for another 3. You can't beat that. Sorry. It's awesome. So anyway, cool idea, Yardism. Thanks for getting me to think about music that I don't think much about anymore these days. It's a fun deal. So anyway, catch your blessings. Be thankful for them when all that's said and done. Grace and peace to you.